Title: The Silent Storm and the Artist Within. In a quiet town surrounded by hills and whispers of old legends, lived a boy who once laughed louder than anyone else. He ran through fields, made jokes that made others smile, and lit up rooms just by walking in. But something had changed. Suddenly, the light in his eyes faded. He stopped laughing. He stopped speaking. He'd lock himself in his room, stare at the walls, and whisper to shadows that no one else could see. His friends avoided him. His teachers gave up. Even his father, once his strongest supporter, was helpless. "Why won't you talk to me?" his father asked. But the boy stayed silent. Hope flickered again when a traveling monk, old, wise, and known for healing more than just the body, came to the outskirts of the village. With trembling hands and desperate heart, the father took the boy to see the monk. The monk didn't ask questions. He simply sat, and the boy sat too, silently. Minutes passed, then hours. Finally, the boy spoke. "Can I ask you something?" The monk nodded gently. "Why do some people rise even after life crushes them, while others, like me, just break?" the boy said, voice cracking. "I tried. For 2 years, I tried. I gave everything, and I failed. Now, I wake up every day feeling like I'm not enough, like I'll never be enough. Please, give me something, anything, that will take away this pain. I don't want to feel like this anymore." The monk smiled, not out of mockery, but with warmth, and said, "Let me answer you with a story. There once was a king. Not just any king, but one whose strength made enemies retreat and whose heart made poets write songs. People loved him. They followed him not out of fear, but admiration. One day, invaders stormed his lands. The war lasted 11 days. On the 12th, the king emerged victorious, but not untouched. He had lost one leg, one eye, and a deep scar sliced across his face like a cruel reminder of the price of courage. After the war, he wandered through the palace and stood before the portraits of kings before him, majestic, flawless, untouched. He wondered, how will they paint me now? Will I be remembered for my wounds or my courage? So, he summoned every great artist in the kingdom and issued a challenge. Paint me, but let the painting be real and let it inspire. The artists hesitated. To paint the king as he was might insult him. To flatter him with lies might enrage him. One by one, they declined. Frustrated, the king pointed to a young, unknown artist in the corner. You have 5 days. Paint me or all of you will be punished." The boy didn't sleep that night. Fear gripped him like a cold wind. But at dawn, he made a decision. "I will not draw with my hands until I can see with my heart." For 2 days, he sat alone, eyes closed, imagining the king, not his wounds, not his titles, but his essence. Then came the vision. 5 days later, the palace hall was full. The painting was unveiled, silence, then thunderous applause. The king on a mighty horse, bow drawn, eyes locked on an unseen enemy, one leg hidden behind the gallop, one eye closed in focus. The scar? Vanished. But the courage? Unmistakable. Tears welled in the king's eye. "How did you see me like this?" he asked. The young artist bowed. "I looked beyond what others saw. I waited until I no longer feared your wounds. Then I saw your strength." The monk looked at the boy. "Do you understand now?" The boy, stunned, whispered, "I think I do. I've been staring at my wounds for so long, I forgot who I was." The monk leaned forward. "When life breaks you, don't stare at the pieces. Close your eyes. Sit still. Wait until you can see the courage beneath the cracks. That is your real self." "But how?" asked the boy. "I'm scared." "So was the artist," said the monk. "So was the king. So was everyone. But true growth begins when you stop reacting and start watching. Watch your pain without running. Watch your fear without judgment. You'll begin to see something more powerful beneath it. Clarity, strength, purpose." He paused. "Remember, the world will always see your scars first. But you must train yourself to see your fire. The real artist is not the one who paints, but the one who sees." A breeze passed through the trees. The boy looked up, for the first time in weeks, with a faint glow in his eyes. And from that moment on, he began to see not just the pain he carried, but the warrior quietly growing inside him.